Station 15 to all officers, can you come over to my location in front of the building?
Take him,
That's right, before he's the one that took the...
Miss, you live in the building. Were you home when this fire started?
Yes, I was home. I live in apartment 3F, and one of the ladies that lives on the 6th floor, the only reason why she knew that, honestly, praise the Lord for her, because if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have known that there was a fire. She heard the smoke alarm going off in the other apartment, and when she opened her door, she smelled the smoke. And then the lady that was in that apartment, she was like yelling, saying that they couldn't get out. So she called another guy who lives in one of the apartments on that floor to see if he could open the door for them, but he couldn't because the doorknob got hot. So then that's when she called 911, and she was going down each floor because she lives on the 6th floor. So she was going down each floor yelling, fire, fire. And that's how me and my aunt heard, because we heard her yelling fire. So we got dressed and then we came downstairs to see how bad it was if we had to get like our other family out the apartment. And the firefighter, they told us that like we could come downstairs or we could stay inside, because since we live on the 3rd floor, it wasn't necessarily close to us. I guess it was more so contained on the 6th floor. But
tell us about the woman who lives there.
The woman that lives there, I seen her before, but I thought she moved. But apparently she does still live here, because I seen her the other day in her wheelchair and she was right there like near the mailboxes. And
was she injured at all? Was she injured at all?
I don't believe she was injured. I mean, they carried her out the building because the firefighters, because she couldn't walk because she's in a wheelchair, and they brought her and laid her here, I guess, and they were asking her questions. And from what I saw, she was responding, so I think she's fine. No, she wasn't unconscious. She didn't seem necessarily delirious or anything like that, because she was responding to the firefighters when they were asking questions. But from what I'm hearing, I think she might have been the one who did start the fire, because...
Oh, really?
Yes, because...
have you seen police or EMS here before for that woman?
No, actually, the firefighter...
episodes or anything like that?
That's why it's kind of surprising that, like, this happened to her, because...
You mean, you're saying, like, possibly unintentionally, like maybe a cooking stove or something?
Her mattress caught fire. So I'm not gonna speculate and automatically say it was her fault, but I do think it's a little weird that your mattress from your bedroom happened to catch fire so badly to the point that your whole apartment catches fire. I think that's a little, personally, but
sometimes it's the space heaters.
That's why I'm like,
when it's cold,
yeah, but I guess I don't know, because she told the firefighters, from what I heard, that she was cooking. But then the lady who called 911 said that it was her mattress that caught fire. So there's some debate about what exactly is the start of the fire. But when they brought her down, she seemed perfectly fine. She was responding to like the firefighters when they were asking her questions.
Did you see any firefighters injured?
Yes. So the first firefighter that I saw injured was right here. He said that he hurt his knee. We heard another firefighter, well, we didn't hear, but we overheard like another resident state that another firefighter might have broken his arm, but I didn't see that firefighter. And we were hearing, they did bring somebody out that they were doing CPR on. I'm pretty sure that was another firefighter. That's what we were hearing, because at first we thought it was a resident that we know, but it wasn't that resident that we thought. It was actually a firefighter that they had to do CPR on. And we were watching them do CPR. They were doing it here. Then they brought him into the ambulance, and we saw they were still doing it in there. And when the ambulance was leaving, from what I could see through the little like back window, they were still doing CPR. So hopefully he's like okay.
Anything else you'd like to say about this? How thick was the smoke? Did you see any flames or anything?
I didn't see any flames, but when we first came out here, I did see smoke coming from the top of the building. And honestly, this is not the first time that a fire has happened in this building due to a resident's negligence and uncarefulness. And it's kind of crazy.
Same apartment or a different apartment?
Not the same apartment, but it's usually from like the 6th floor or the 5th floor. It's usually those top apartments. And yeah, just this week, I saw cops coming in the building. So unfortunately, this isn't a new occurrence. Now, this is the first time that I've ever seen it be so bad that I witnessed, a firefighter fighting for his life. But it's just a really unfortunate situation that happened, and I really hope that firefighter is okay and he gets to make it back to his family. Even the lady that they brought out from the apartment, I hope she's fine, because no one deserves to lose their life, especially not in a situation like this. It's really sad.
Exactly. Do you know if you're going to be able to go back inside yet?
We can go back inside. We only stood out here because we just wanted to hold the door for the firefighters. It's the least we can do, considering one of their own is fighting for his life. So we were holding the door and, just, I guess, trying to, like, granted, we can't really help them or anything like that. We don't have the skills to, but I guess we felt bad just leaving and continuing on with our night, and they're just out here having to deal with the aftermath of what was such an unfortunate situation.
Well, I'm sure they appreciate it.
Yes.
Thanks again, Miss. You want to give your
Latoya.
name and can you spell it?
Latoya.
Just your first name? Or
Oh, my last name is Jules, Jules.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
We're here to update all New Yorkers of a death of the member of the fire department that took place this evening. Firefighter Patrick Brady was responding to the scene of a fire on Kings Highway in Brooklyn when he tragically passed away. He gave his life protecting the city we all love. There is no sacrifice that is more selfless than the actions that took place this evening. I would like to first express my deepest sympathy for Ms. Brady, his wife, and the Brady's family. Our hearts go out to Kara, his brothers Jimmy and Bryant, his cousin Pete, and Uncle Pete, who are all either active or retired firefighters. This family is a firefighter family. They have been dedicated to protecting the lives of New Yorkers, and we will all cherish Patrick's memory. I know that he comes from a strong lineage of firefighters, and we realize how painful this is for the family and for the people of this city. The Bradys are a family who live the words duty and sacrifice, who knows what it's like to rush towards danger, not away from it. I just visited his wife and his relatives and his brothers, and I want to let you know that we realize this great sacrifice he made. It takes courage to put on that uniform, to put your life at risk for others, to answer the call. There's a reason we call them New York's bravest. And Patrick Brady personified that bravery. Today's incident underlines the danger that our fearless members of the FDNY face every single day. On behalf of the entire city of New York, I want to thank them for their service, their courage, and their commitment to the city. Our hearts are heavy with this loss. But the city is here for you in grief and comfort now and always. I'm going to pass it over to our first Deputy Commissioner.
First Deputy Fire Commissioner Mark Guerra, Guerra. Good evening. Tonight, the FDNY lost firefighter Patrick Brady. Firefighter Brady died at a fire in Brownsville, Brooklyn, carrying out the greatest traditions of the FDNY. It is the second line of duty death that we have suffered in the last 2 weeks. He comes from a great fire department family. He's a Bell Harbor resident in the Rockaway section of Queens. I ask you to keep in mind his entire family, the FDNY family, and very importantly, the officers and members of the companies that he was at work with tonight when he lost his life protecting the members of the citizens of the city of New York. Thank you. I'd now like to turn it over to Chief of Department John Esposito.
Good evening. I'm the Chief of Department, John Esposito. This is a very sad day for the New York City Fire Department and the City of New York. Our firefighters are out there day and night protecting the people of the city. Patrick Brady was one of them, and he was an outstanding firefighter. His loss, it's a tremendous loss, obviously, for his fire company, the fire department, and the city as a whole. Please pray for Patrick Brady's family. Thank you. And now, Deputy Mayor for Public Safety, Kaz Daughtry.
Tonight, our city mourns the loss of one of its heroes, firefighter Patrick Brady. Patrick Brady gave his life doing what firefighters do every single day, running towards danger so nobody else has to. This was a 5-alarm fire, a 5-alarm blaze in Brooklyn. It was some might call a routine response, but his loss is a stark reminder that there is no such thing as a routine call in this line of work. Every response carries a risk, and every member of the FDNY answers that call with courage every single day. Patrick came from a proud family, a firefighter family. His service, sacrifice, and bravery run deep in his blood. Tonight, the entire city stands with the Brady family and the entire FDNY family. We will never forget Patrick's bravery, his commitment to protecting others, and the ultimate sacrifice he made for this city. To every firefighter, EMT, and every first responder, we say thank you. You put your lives on the line for New Yorkers every day, and this city will always have your back. Thank you.
Any questions? Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
And salute! Ready, shoot!
My daughter, her birthday dinner. I sent in a bunch of stuff, earlier stuff. Couldn't see. Yeah, I was on the way home. It was her birthday dinner, so I was on the way home. And I dropped them off and, took it in. We were tired on my phone.